Hey folks, Alan Manick, the Hot Rod Hippie here. This week's video, we're coming to you from a condo in central Connecticut in a confined space. We're going to check out Niteowl Tattoo Furniture, a fabrication shop of a different sort working in a small area. Some of you folks have asked for shop tours of smaller spaces, so we're going to go ahead and see how Aaron works with the confined space he has to maximize what he's got at his availability. So let's check it out.
My name is Aaron Jarry. My business is J Engineering. The current product line that I do is labeled under Niteowl Tattoo Furniture. My main product is an adjustable, customizable armrest for tattoo artists for when they're working on a client's arm. I'm currently branching out into chairs for artists and hope to expand from there. I originally went to school for mechanical engineering, and I always wanted to fabricate even when I was a kid. My parents said, you're going to college no matter what, so I did. I was in engineering for a little while. I spent a year at Pratt & Whitney and then was an engineer for Stanley Black & Decker in New Britain, Connecticut here. I built an armrest for a friend, it's about 10 years ago now, and he tried it for a year, enjoyed it, and I kind of tweaked the design a bit. My father and I tweaked the design, and when I left Stanley, we tried it full time. My very first convention was at the Hartford convention here, about 20 minutes away, and I sold two, and I think they were out of pity, and which was fine by me. I needed to know what people liked about them and what they didn't like about them. And from there, the next convention a few months later was in Boston, and I sold, I believe, 14. So within a couple months difference, the changes I made were enough to get people intrigued by them. After that, somebody asked me to paint them, and I had absolutely no idea to paint. I said, absolutely, I'll paint it for you. Some rattle can paint, a couple paint jobs, and it turned out okay. Nobody laughed, which was good, and that escalated from there. From rattle can, I went to 2K primer and 2K clear coat rattle cans, and with such a short window on that, I needed to escalate into automotive spraying, and after that, I learned how to do upholstering. In the early years, my grandmother actually made the first probably dozen or so covers. About 6 months before the business started full time, she passed away, and she actually left me a really nice sewing machine. So in a panic, I spent a day on YouTube learning how to sew. There's a lot of content about that. Most of it is stuff not related to what I'm doing, but the basics are all there and they're the same. The next stage is customizing chairs in the same manner. Anything from a basic stool to a full-backed framed chair. I'd like to do some sheet metal work for them, custom upholstering, and same, just built well, customizable, something they can use and not have to worry about. Bought the condo, the business was not on the horizon at all. So it was just our first place to live, something decent. I was happy to have a little shop, a little workspace down here. And when the business hit, it was kind of a panic, like, what do I do? This is the space I have to work with. As the business has grown, I've just had to tailor the space so it's fully functional. A lot of things are on wheels. A lot of things are in storage bins and labeled. So it's not the most efficient, space at all, but it does work for what I need and it is usable. So if I have to machine a lot of metal, I have to move some items around and I'll spend the day machining, clean up, and then move things back. Again, not the most efficient, but it's fully functional. I've built workbenches that can completely come apart in a couple of minutes. They're super sturdy. But for instance, I've had a water heater go. So within 5 minutes, I had my lathe off. I had everything under my workbench gone, the workbench itself taken apart. When the heater was installed, everything went back in place. Again, it still has to function as a normal home. I built a workbench here that transforms from a 2 foot by 8 foot bench that I can move around on wheels. I can close it up and it's now a 4 foot by 4 foot bench for laying out vinyl and cutting upholstery. I can even pull a couple of pins and I have 2 separate workbenches. I can move product from here to here when I'm machining it and doing production. A lot of shelving is helpful. I'm kind of a nerd with my label maker. A lot of the bins look the same, so labeling them helps tremendously. The only access I have for this basement is through the kitchen and down a narrow flight of stairs. There are no Bilco doors, so nothing large can actually come through it. The milling machine I have, it's a small one. It's technically a tabletop milling machine. It's far larger than that, but it's not quite a Bridgeport machine. That came to the condo fully assembled in a giant crate. The only thing that needed to be done was wired. So as soon as I got it, that thing came apart piece by piece. There was a lot of cursing and a lot of sweating with my brothers and I getting it down the stairs piece by piece. And slowly I assembled it back together and wired it. And hopefully someday somebody wants to buy the condo with that piece of equipment. If not, I know it can come apart and will go back up the stairs, but it will be a pain.
Thank you very much to Aaron for having us here today. You can check him out on his Instagram where he posts the most to keep up with the products he's producing on a regular basis, the new products that are coming. You can check him out on there. Also, he has his website and email contact information. I'll throw that in the description down below, and you can see that here right now. Go ahead and check that out to keep up with what he's doing if you're interested in these products. Go ahead and drop a video a like if you found it interesting. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of the shop space? The ideas that Aaron had to maximize his space. Could you use these in your limited space? Let me know in the comments down below. Check out my Patreon account to go ahead and support this channel directly, patreon.com/HotRodHippie, and subscribe to keep up to date with all the content every week. Thanks for coming around, folks.